The Army Warrant Officer is a technical expert, combat leader, trainer, and advisor. Through progressive levels of expertise in assignments, training, and education, the Warrant Officer administers, manages, maintains, operates, and integrates Army systems and equipment across unified land operations. Warrant Officers are innovative integrators of emerging technologies, dynamic teachers, confident warfighters, and developers of specialized teams of soldiers. They support a wide range of Army missions throughout their career. Warrant Officers in the Army are assessed with specific levels of technical ability. They refine their technical expertise and develop their leadership and management skills through tiered progressive assignment and education. Warrant Officer candidates are assessed according to the needs of the Army and their possession of specific levels of technical skills. After being selected for Warrant Officer training, they must then complete the Warrant Officer Candidate School known as WOCS at the Warrant Officer Career College, Fort Novosel, Alabama.
Warrant Officer Candidate School is a 5-week course where we continue to assess each candidate on their leadership abilities and competencies. Warrant Officer Candidate School focuses on leader development, and candidates serve in various student leadership positions throughout the course and will receive feedback on their performance.
During their WOCS training, faculty and staff members assess each candidate's mental capacity, emotional strength, and physical stamina to determine if they can meet and maintain the stringent standards necessary for them to effectively serve with dynamic operating environments in which the Army performs its missions.
Being a warrant officer means being knowledgeable in your field. It means being a leader of moral and ethical character. It means being a part of something bigger than yourself. It means being a member of a team.
The United States Army Warrant Officer Candidate School provides qualified military personnel an opportunity to become Army Warrant Officers in continued service to the nation and our Army. To qualify, applicants must meet specific mental, moral, and physical requirements to serve as an Army Warrant Officer.
Upon completion of Warrant Officer Candidate School, graduates will have gained a new level of confidence in their leadership abilities. They have learned to adapt to austere environments through mental agility, problem-solving skills, and teamwork.
WOCS teaches candidates the fundamentals of leadership and how to be a leader of character. Candidates are taught to lead by personal example and to consistently serve as role models. When soldiers arrive to WOCS, they must be physically and mentally prepared. One of the key aspects of being here is learning how to be resilient. This school focuses on making leaders of character and intellect.
A warrant officer is a multifunctional professional and is prepared to provide guidance and technical expertise to ensure the mission is accomplished. Warrant Officer Candidate School lays the foundations for new warrant officers, preparing them for the operational environment. WOCS affords the candidate the ability to hone their skills by building on their knowledge and previous experiences through leadership development and assessments.
Warrant officers are technical and tactical experts in their duty assignments, possessing a high degree of specialization, knowledge, and skill. They command maritime vessels, special units, and tasked organizational operational elements. There are no plateaus during this course. Candidates are being assessed on their performance from the minute they start to the day they graduate.
Warrant Officer Candidate School provides candidates with a leadership foundation to build upon and assist their potential as company-grade officers.
Warrant Officer Candidate School will last 5 to 7 weeks depending on individual qualifications and status. Training focuses on leadership development, the history of warrant officers, and their role in the Army operational environment. Candidates will participate in field exercises while attending the candidate school, as well as daily physical readiness training to include marches up to a distance of 10 kilometers or 6.2 miles. Upon completion of the candidate school, graduates are appointed as an officer in the United States Army at the grade of Warrant Officer 1. A select few graduates will earn special recognition and honors. Graduates then progress to the Warrant Officer Basic course at various Army installations depending on their specialty and branch. Locations for duty after completion of the basic course can include Army assignments both in the United States and overseas.
At First Warrant Officer Company, we take great pride in training, educating, and equipping candidates to become warrant officers within all 3 components of the Army. Upon graduation from Warrant Officer Candidate School, candidates are expected to be the Army's premier land force technical experts and system integrators. These newly appointed warrant officers will be prepared to succeed as technical experts and trusted advisors.
All warrant officers have the opportunity to progress in rank and responsibilities through promotion and additional career paths. Warrant officers make up the technical foundation of the United States Army. They hold a great deal of responsibility that includes leading and training soldiers, organizing and advising missions, integrating, maintaining, and operating complex Army systems. They're the horsepower behind the organization, the leaders that commanders rely on to ensure mission success. Talk to your career counselor or an Army in-service recruiter about taking your skills to the next level. Highly specialized and highly committed, the Warrant Officer Candidate School of Fort Novosel, Alabama.
Good morning, Colonel Kevin McHugh, Colonel Retired Christopher Wright, Mr. Benjamin Valentine, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Stephen Napoli, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Jason Godwin, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Derek Canals, Chief Warrant Officer 5 James Somay, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Bradley Hansen, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Lee Kokoska. Distinguished guests, senior warrant officers, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our Commandant, Colonel Kevin McHugh, welcome to the appointment and graduation ceremony for Warrant Officer Candidate Class 25-12 Blue Stone Walkers. Following the remarks this morning, the company commander, CW4, Doncaster J. Bennett, will administer the oath of office. When the oath is complete, each member of the class is a warrant officer. The only remaining event is the pinning of the warrant officer rank. Family members and guests are invited to assist in this part of the ceremony. As your sergeant name is called, please feel free to come forward to conduct the pinning. At any time during the ceremony, you may come forward to take photographs. Please be mindful of other guests. Do not block their view and promptly return to your seat. Please stand for the entrance of the official party, the invocation, and the playing of the national anthem.
Will you please join me in prayer according to your faith? Let us pray. Almighty God, we gather today in your presence to celebrate the accomplishments of these warrant officer graduates. As they take on new responsibilities and step into their roles as technical leaders, we ask for your blessings upon them. Grant them the strength to lead with integrity, the wisdom to make sound decisions, and the courage to face the challenges ahead. We thank you for their dedication and perseverance throughout this journey, and for the support of their families, friends, and mentors who have stood by them. We ask for your protection over these officers, their comrades, and their loved ones. May they walk confidently in their calling, always mindful of the oath they have sworn and the freedom they defend. In your mighty name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Hicks. Please be seated. It is indeed a privilege to be associated with this outstanding group of soldiers. Warrant Officer Candidate School is a challenging 5-week course where we test each candidate to ensure they meet the moral, mental, and physical requirements to become warrant officers. Regardless of the environment, character, competence, and commitment form the foundation of successful leaders. Honor, discipline, and a conviction to adhere to a higher standard are but a few of the qualities society expects from every military officer. These graduates have demonstrated that they possess these qualities. This class has excelled in many endeavors while at the 1st Warrant Officer Company. The Blue Stormwalkers are graduating with a final class average of 94.03%. The Blue Stormwalkers also earned the following Guide-On Streamers: Outstanding Sign, Outstanding Car Wash, Esprit de Corps, Safety, and Warrior Excellence. The Blue Stormwalkers are graduating with a class total of 77 warrant officer candidates, comprised of the following: 57 technicians and 20 aviation warrant officer candidates, which includes 55 regular Army, 11 National Guard, and 11 Army Reserve. The Blue Stormwalkers' civilian education includes the following: 8 with a master's degree, 19 with a bachelor's degree, and 17 with an associate's degree. The average age in the class is 32 years old, with a candidate as young as 21 years old and a candidate as old as 47 years old. Allow me to introduce the team responsible for training the Blue Stormwalkers. The Senior TAC Officer, Chief Warrant Officer 2 Brown. The Primary TAC Officer, Chief Warrant Officer 3 Paulino. The TAC Team, Chief Warrant Officer 3 Vineyard. The Company First Sergeant Smith. The Senior Mentor, Chief Warrant Officer 3 Verlin. And the Warrant Officer Candidate School Course Director, Chief Warrant Officer 2 Divinity. Please join me in a round of applause for this outstanding team. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce today's guest speaker, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Derek Canals. Chief Warrant Officer 5 Derek Canals enlisted in the Virginia Army National Guard in 2000 as an infantry rifleman M203 Grenadier. In 2004, he graduated from the United States Army Rotary Wing Flight School and the UH-60 Aircraft Qualification Course here at Fort Novosel, Alabama. His stateside assignments include Stanson, Virginia, Phoenix, Arizona, Arlington, Virginia, Joint Forces Headquarters, DC, and Rock Island, Arizona. Some of his qualifications in civilian education includes the following: UH-60 Standardization Instructor Pilot, Aviation Safety Officer, Aviation Mission Survivability Officer, and he has a Bachelor of Science in Aviation Studies. Chief Warrant Officer 5 Canals has deployed to Iraq as a UH-60 aviator. He is rated in the OH-58 Alpha Charlie and the UH-60. In addition to his aviation service, he served at the Headquarters Department of the Army, HQDA, level representing the Army National Guard as a Human Resources Technician, Personnel Data Analyst, and Training Resource Manager. He currently serves as the Deputy Commandant for Army National Guard here at the United States Army Warrant Officer Career College. With over 20 years of dedicated service, Chief Warrant Officer 5 Canals received numerous awards and decorations and have completed all levels of his professional military education. He is married to his wife, Julia Canals. Together they have 3 children, Marriott, Rose, and Owen. His full biography can be found in today's program. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Chief Warrant Officer 5 Derek Canals.
Good morning, Colonel McHugh, Mr. Valentine, CCWOs, from around the country and the world, distinguished guests, and thank you, CW4 Bennett, for the introduction. Good morning, Warrant Officer Candidate School Class 2512, Pink Ponies. Wait, did I get that wrong? I heard that song, and now it's stuck in my head. Blue Stormwalkers, I stand corrected. Good morning to you, and most importantly, I would like to extend the warmest of welcomes and express my thanks to the families and friends of this motivated class. Your love and support is what motivates those of us who serve this nation, and I would be remiss if we did not recognize your contributions to this class and the United States Army. Thank you for taking the time to celebrate with us today. Let's give the families and friends a round of applause, please. Class 12, I would like to take a minute to illustrate for your families some of the challenges you faced over the past 5 weeks. I want to brag about you for a second. Over this short period of time, this class has traversed more than 60 miles on foot through Fort Novosel at times, marching with about 50 pounds of equipment or navigating through forest and swamp to find points on the land navigation course, and of course, running in formation at 0530 in the morning. And despite the physical challenges placed on this class, they managed to excel in the rigorous academics that sometimes lasted until late in the evening on the end of a very long duty day. And as you can see, the class average of 94%, that is one of the highest I've seen. So that is incredible for this class. At times, the stress was high, but these soon-to-be warrant officers did not come here to prove their worthiness to join the cohort. Class 12, you have demonstrated your potential to become a warrant officer before you got here. In this course, you've been given opportunities to identify leadership gaps as self-aware officers who are capable of leading soldiers in any situation, no matter the environment and no matter the stakes. You have successfully met or exceeded all expectations, and I thank you for volunteering to serve in such a demanding capacity as a warrant officer. I would also like to recognize the First Warrant Officer Company, TAC officers and NCOs who work tirelessly to administer the training and mentorship to every class, including this one. I strongly believe that every new warrant officer in this room is going to love being a warrant officer. It was the best decision I made, as I said earlier today when we were doing the guard oath. It was the best decision I made career-wise, and I have no regrets. I think you're going to feel the same. A person's capacity for service and their ability to lead is not dependent upon their rank. Keep that in mind. Many members of this graduating class have already served as experienced and even as senior non-commissioned officers. And you've heard it. We have somebody in here that's 47. That's older than me. That's pretty incredible. But as you know, things are about to change. In about 50 minutes from now, this graduating class is going to join the highly regarded warrant officer cohort. When you complete your warrant officer basic course, most of the force in this Army is not going to see you as a junior W1. They will simply see you as a warrant officer. Some will call you chief as soon as you get to your next unit. And because warrant officers make up about 2% of the Army's structure, you are going to be given a high degree of credibility by virtue of the rank that you wear. So remember, as you consider the core competencies of a warrant officer, do not forget that the Army needs you to be a leader first. You've all memorized ADP 6-22 on Army leadership, so I'm going to spare you the check on learning. But because your depth of influence is going to increase as a warrant officer, I want you to consider a few things. As the realm of your influence increases, maintain your dedication to doing what is right. Be masters of your craft and use this influence and your expertise to coach, teach, and mentor our formations and our leaders. Help us to improve and transform the future of the Army. You now have a seat at the table, a fresh pair of eyes, and a voice to shape the Army's future, so use it. And I want to highlight that the fight that you will be fighting is much different, and I think significantly more challenging than the fight that I fought or some of the more senior folks in this room have fought. The fight that we've had over the last 20 years. To help put things into perspective, over the last 12 months, the Army has awarded 7 Purple Hearts. So clearly, we are still in conflict. And although I hope that our strength as a military will be a deterrent, we can't help but feel, and I think you all feel it too, that that level of conflict will probably increase going forward. So keep that in mind and keep focused on the principles of mission command. If you take nothing else with you when you leave, take that with you. The principles of mission command. Maintain your appetite for professional growth, not only for you, but for those whom you have stewardship over. Set the example by being lifelong learners who build and sustain learning organizations. Your expertise has an as-of date on it, so keep it current. The cohort needs you to be resourceful and creative to address the problems that we are going to face. Use your knowledge and skills to anticipate, prevent, and solve those problems, because no problem gets better by admiring it. So take the action you know is required right now. I've met many soldiers who said they were going to do what you did and apply to be a warrant officer, but their path led them on a different route. I respect that, we all do. This path as a warrant officer is not an easy one. Those who will extend immediate credibility to you by virtue of the bar with the square in the middle of it, they're going to have a high degree of expectation with that. At times you may find the pressure weighing on you. That's not bad. Difficult situations are not bad. It's okay for us to endure uncomfortable friction. If you have to work with a difficult situation or difficult people, it doesn't mean that you have a hostile work environment. These environments are opportunities to find growth. Often, the hardest part of a dilemma can be finding the mental fortitude to realize, I can do this. Waiting on circumstances to change or to provide you happiness will leave you sorely disappointed. Optimism is the faith that leads us to achievement. Class 12, I will offer one final thought. In a world of immediate gratification, strive for personal growth, not external validation. Obsession with external validation will keep you fragile. One of the most powerful voices you'll ever hear should come from within your own head. Remember that. Don't rely on others to hold you accountable. Check your own moral compass. Make sure it points due north. As you exercise your integrity, your inner voice will speak peace and confidence to you. Know your self-worth. Don't rely on others to cheer you on. It won't matter if everyone else sees your potential if you don't. Become the expert integrator, communicator, operator, leader, and advisor who also happens to be approachable. Go forth and become the go-to warrant officer in every organization you serve. Class 12, congratulations. Be all you can be. Strength and knowledge. This will defend.
On behalf of Class 25-12 and the First Warrant Officer Company, the Leadership Awardee is presenting the guest speaker with a token of appreciation.
Class 25-12, on your feet.
The oath of office is the most significant event of this graduation ceremony. The candidates have worked very hard to reach this moment. The American people have put their faith and trust into these soon-to-be warrant officers. The candidates are swearing or affirming their true faith and allegiance to the Constitution and the United States. I ask all service members in uniform, please stand for the oath of office. Please be seated. The Distinguished Honor Graduate Award is named after CWD retired Doris Allen, a warrant officer who has set herself apart by making significant contributions to our nation and her community. Her biography can be found in today's program. The recipient of this award is Warrant Officer Chloe F. Kohler, with a final course average of 99%. Warrant Officer Kohler is receiving a Warrant Officer Career College Certificate of Achievement from the guest speaker, CW5 Canals. She is also being recognized with a plaque by the company commander, CW4 Bennett. Finally, Warrant Officer Kohler will receive a plaque and a $100 check from the Military Officers Association of America, presented by CW5 Randy Godfrey. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Honor graduates must achieve an overall average within the top 5% for academic honors within the Warrant Officer Candidate School. The following warrant officers are honor graduates: Warrant Officer Andrew J. Vernon, Warrant Officer Kevin K. Wagner, and Warrant Officer Shaquille L. White. Warrant Officer Vernon, Warrant Officer Wagner, and Warrant Officer White are receiving a certificate of achievement from the Primary Attack Officer, CW3 Paulino. The Senior Mentor, CW3 Verlin. And the Warrant Officer Candidate School Course Director, CW2 Divinity. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. To achieve Commandant's List, graduates must achieve an overall average within the top 20% for academic honors within Warrant Officer Candidate School. The following warrant officers are on the Commandant's List: Warrant Officer Alex J. Feliciano, Warrant Officer James C. Lamb, Warrant Officer Christopher C. LaRoche, Warrant Officer Nicholas V. Maldonado, Warrant Officer Michael D. McLean, Warrant Officer Megan K. Reyes, and Warrant Officer Siraj K. Shrestha. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. The following warrant officers also on the Commandant's list are Warrant Officer Christopher J. Taylor, Warrant Officer Marissa L. Vandenhoevel, Warrant Officer Stephen B. Wyman, and Warrant Officer Joseph T. Wright. Please come forward and pin your warrant officers. The Iron Warrant Award is given to the warrant officer who has the highest overall average on all performance evaluations during the course. The Iron Warrant Award is named after medically retired warrant officer Anthony Redity, a warrant officer who has persevered in the face of adversity. His biography can be found in today's program. The recipient of this award is Warrant Officer Charles M. Rodriguez. Warrant Officer Rodriguez is receiving a Warrant Officer Career College Certificate of Achievement from the Primary Attack Officer, CW3 Paulino. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. The Leadership Awardee was identified by his peers. Through his exceptional leadership and unique attributes, he encouraged personal growth and professional development. The Leadership Award is named after CW4 retired William Roof, a warrant officer who was deeply inspirational and innovative. His biography can be found in today's program. The recipient of this award is Warrant Officer Charlie Flowers. Warrant Officer Flowers is receiving a Warrant Officer Career College Certificate of Achievement from the company commander, CW4 Bennett. He is also being recognized with a plaque by the guest speaker, CW5 Knaus. Additionally, Warrant Officer Flowers will receive a plaque and a $100 check from the Military Officers Association of America, presented by CW5 retired Randy Godfrey. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Please join me in a round of applause for these outstanding warrant officers. The remainder of the class will receive their Warrant Officer 1 rank in alphabetical order. Please hold all applause. Warrant Officer Albert, Warrant Officer Alisea, Warrant Officer Anifawoshe, Warrant Officer Benefield, Warrant Officer Bada, Warrant Officer Breeden, and Warrant Officer Bernori. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Kennedy, Warrant Officer Carver, Warrant Officer Clear, Warrant Officer Collier, Warrant Officer Cruz, Warrant Officer Daly, and Warrant Officer Damaso. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Davis, Warrant Officer Dross, Warrant Officer Fager, Warrant Officer Feltman, Warrant Officer Goldsboro, Warrant Officer Green Austin, and Warrant Officer Green Everett. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Hansel, Warrant Officer Hernandez Melendez, Warrant Officer Higgins, Warrant Officer Hill, Warrant Officer Huante, Warrant Officer Huang, and Warrant Officer Jones. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Jordan, Warrant Officer Lugassi, Warrant Officer Lett, Warrant Officer Matute, Warrant Officer Maxwell, Warrant Officer McDaniel, and Warrant Officer Mendez. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Miranda, Warrant Officer Moore, Warrant Officer Morales, Warrant Officer Otañez, Warrant Officer Pablo, and Warrant Officer Padilla Frederick. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Padilla Michaela, Warrant Officer Phillips, Warrant Officer Randall, Warrant Officer Reed, Warrant Officer Roberts, Warrant Officer Robinson, and Warrant Officer Sabala. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Santiago, Warrant Officer Smart, Warrant Officer Smith Brianna, Warrant Officer Smith Connor, Warrant Officer Smith James, Warrant Officer Smith Luke, and Warrant Officer Sueros. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Warrant Officer Swayze, Warrant Officer Tongori, Warrant Officer Valdez Roman, Warrant Officer Vaughn, and Warrant Officer Welsh. Please come forward and pin your warrant officer. Please join me in a round of applause for these outstanding warrant officers. Class 25-12, on your feet. At this time, I ask that all soldiers, past and present, please stand and join us in reciting the Soldier's Creed and remain standing for the playing of the Army song. Blue Stormwalkers, before you are dismissed for the final time, remember the warrior ethos are deeply rooted in the Soldier's Creed, which states, I am American soldier. I am a warrior in the member of the team. I serve the people of the United States and live in the Army values. I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills. I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy Primary Attack Officer CW3 Paulino will dismiss the class to conclude today's ceremony.